everybody, I'm Felicia. We're going to do a little Pilates today, manipulating the spine. It's great for posture. I do ask for you to stay till the end of the video because I always say a little something fun. You could always comment on the comments below if you get there, because if not, I shall know. Also, if you could subscribe and like the video, that would be awesome. Why don't we get started? Let's go. All right. First, we're going to sit up on our sit bones. Feet down on the floor, knees up towards the ceiling. You can do this 3 different ways. Knees bent is the easiest. Next, you can dig your heels into the ground. This is good if you have tight hamstrings or if you're tight at the front of the thigh, which a lot of us are. This one is the hardest with the legs all the way down. It's up to you. You pick your poison. Okay? I'm going to do the middle one. We're going to have our palms towards each other, arms back in the shoulder sockets, belly is in, straight spine. We're going to do a half roll back, breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, rounding that spine, then pressing in the belly to come all the way up, sitting up on those sit bones. Okay, make sure that you're not clenching at the front of the thigh. A lot of people do that. Palms towards each other, arms in the shoulder sockets, sitting up on the sit bones, straight spine, breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, rounding that spine. Make sure that the shoulders don't come up to the ears though. Pressing in the belly and coming up to that straight spine. A lot of times when people come up, they like to relax their arms onto their knees. Make sure you keep the tension in the arms and then back in the shoulder sockets. Shoulder blades in and down the back so the shoulders are down from the ears. Breathing in and out. Scooping out the belly, rounding the spine. Then pressing in the belly, coming all the way back up, sitting up on those sit bones. One more. Breathing in and out. Scooping out the belly, rounding that spine, shoulders down from the ears, belly goes in to then come up on the sit bones, sitting up and 1 vertebra at a time, all the way to a straight spine. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but with a twist. Okay, breathing in and out, rocking off the sit bones. We're going to come back with that elbow, twisting the spine, looking back, and then also feeling an opposition stretch going forward. The spine is slightly rounded, and you feel like you have a bow and arrow in your arms. Then coming up, and then coming up, sitting up on those sit bones, relaxing at the front of the thigh and hip. Palms towards each other, arms in the shoulder sockets. Breathing in and out. Twisting that spine. Elbows goes back. You're looking back as well, feeling opposite stretch with the opposite arm, rounding that spine just a little. Bow and arrow with the arms, your Cupid. And then 1 vertebra at a time comes up. Okay? So let's do Cupid all over again. Breathing in and out. Twisting the spine, going back with that elbow. Make sure that you're not taking one of your sit bones off the floor as you're twisting. Feeling that bow and arrow, you're finding your man or your partner, depending if you're man or woman, and what you choose. And then coming all the way up, sitting up on those sit bones. So let's go on the other side. Breathing in and out. Good. Reaching back with that elbow, feeling that opposite arm. Reaching out, relaxing at the front of the thigh. And then we're going to come all the way up, sitting up on the sit bones. Good. Now we're going to extend the legs out. If you want to keep them bent because you have tight hamstrings or tightness in the front of the hip, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to bring them out to the sides of the mat, bringing the arms to the sides, sitting up, Belly is in, straight spine. We're going to twist the spine in saw. So breathing in and out, twisting the spine, looking back at that back arm, feeling the opposite arm come forward, so that opposition stretch again. And then we're going to scoop out the belly, bringing the body over the legs. So breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, marrying those two pinkies, one on your foot, one on your hand, looking back at that back arm. And then slowly coming up, sitting on both those sit bones, still on that twist. Both of those hands are reaching out in opposition stretch, and then coming into center. So breathing in and out, twisting the spine, sit bones on the floor, feeling that opposition stretch. Breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, feeling those pinkies marry each other, looking back at that back arm, still with the twisted spine, scooping out the belly, both sit bones are on the floor, feeling that opposition stretch with those arms, feeling the twist in the spine, and then coming back into center. One more on each side. Breathing in and out, twisting that spine, scooping out the belly, rounding that spine over, marrying those pinkies, your cupid, so you just found your partner, and then scooping out the belly, coming all the way up, sitting up on the sit bones, and then coming into center. Breathing in and out, twisting the spine, reaching back at that back arm, scooping out the belly, and then coming up and over the legs, feeling a stretch all the way through the hamstrings, still feeling that twist of the spine, looking back at your back arm, scooping out the belly, coming all the way up, twisting that spine, and coming into center. Good. Now, both feet onto the floor. If you were here last time, if you were out last time in the second position, you can do that again, or extend it all the way out. I'm going to do the middle one. It's up to you. You know your body best. Palms towards each other, arms in the shoulder sockets. We're going to go all the way down to the mat this time. So breathing in and out, rocking all the sit bones, scooping out the belly. Don't bring those shoulders up to your ears though. And the key here is going slowly with control, all the way back down to the mat. Bring your arms back by your ears, but without popping your lower back. You want to keep a slight little curve between you and the mat. Okay, so now we're going to come all the way up. So we're going to bring those fingertips up towards the ceiling, breathing in and out, curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. Try to come up, not using the front of the thigh. You're using the belly, coming all the way up, grounding those feet into the floor, and then coming up to a seated position. Key is to do this nice and slowly, okay? If you are doing it quick and you drop at any point, that means that is where you are weak and you want to try to do it even slower, more controlled, to really go deeper into those muscles. If you have lower back problems, you could always put a towel here as well, so then it helps tilt your pelvis on the way up. Okay, palms towards each other, arms in the shoulder sockets. Again, breathing in and out, scooping out the belly, rounding the spine, making sure the shoulders are not up towards the ears, slowly coming down towards the mat, and then bringing the arms back by the ears, but not popping the lower back, still keeping that slight little curve though. And again, breathing in and out, curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in, grounding those feet. Make sure that you're not doing it from the hips and the front of the thigh. You want to do it from the belly. Arms back in the shoulder sockets, palms towards each other. Breathing in and out. Scooping out the belly one vertebra at a time, coming down towards the mat. And again, breathing in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in, coming all the way up to a seated position. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next one. We're going to cross our feet, come all the way into hands and knees. Now, scoop out the belly, rounding the spine up, and then letting the spine go and come all the way back down. So this is cat-cow. Feel free to use the sounds, meow, and moo. Have some fun with it. Meow, and moo. And rounding the spine in a circular motion, and then going in the opposite direction. Good. Now we're going to come down to our bellies. Coming all the way down to the mat, your hands by your breasts, elbows in by your sides. I like to have the top of my foot onto the mat, but you can put your heels together, toes apart, but I'm going to stay in parallel. You're going to curl up the head, neck, and chest while dropping the tailbone because you don't want to feel any tension in this lower back. So you want to try to drop it. And then also try to elongate your neck as an extension of your spine. So let's do that. Breathing in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. Make sure that spine is nice and long, extended through the neck. Shoulder blades are in and down the back, so your shoulders are not up by your ears. Okay? Dropping that tailbone so then you don't feel any tension at the lower back. And then coming back down. And again, breathing in and out. Belly is in, curling up the head, neck, and chest. Elbows down by your side, dropping that tailbone. The neck is an extension of the spine. And then coming back down. And again, breathing in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. Feeling the extension of the neck from the spine, dropping that tailbone. Shoulder blades in and down the back. And then coming back down. And again, breathing in and out. Curling up the head, neck, and chest. Belly is in. Shoulder blades in and down the back. Drop that tailbone. And then coming all the way back down. Good. Now pressing your hands into the floor. Coming back, going into child's pose. Give yourself a nice little stretch there. And we're going to come up to all fours again. Okay, this time we're going to extend one leg all the way back. Okay, your hands are firmly into the floor. You want your shoulder over your elbow, which is over your wrist, because we want to be in alignment. Okay, let me get my hair out of my face. Okay, from now, you're going to take one hand, going to put it up behind your head. Now remember all those twists that we did with the spine. We're going to take the elbow, twisting up towards the ceiling, making sure that your hips don't come with you. They're on one plane. You're just doing it from the spine. And then you're going to come all the way down to the mat. And then come all the way up. And coming back down. And all the way up, twisting that spine. And then all the way back down. And all the way up. And all the way back down. Good. Let's come to the other side. When you do that, make sure that you're not slowly going into your arm. You want to make sure that you have tension there. You don't want the shoulder to come up towards the ear. Also, belly in the whole time. Let's go to the other side. So whatever leg that you have, do the other one. I'm going to take the opposite arm. My hair's in my face again. All right, we're going to take the opposite arm. put it behind our head. Belly is in. Make sure this arm is nice and strong. We're going to come up towards the ceiling first, twisting the spine, and then coming back down to the mat with the elbow. And then coming up, twisting the spine, coming back down with that elbow. And then coming up, and then coming back down. And one more. And then coming back down. Good, then we can bring both the knees in, coming down onto our heels, and that's it. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video today. We did a lot of spinal work, so your posture should be much better after this. I would try to do this workout a couple times a week, so then you're really building up those muscles to have that better posture. Now, my little special saying that I always say at the end is, bye, Felicia. So make sure that you comment that down at the bottom so I know that you made it to the end of the video. I'm wishing you all the best. Please subscribe and like the video. And if you have any suggestions for, or requests, I should say, for any other body part, just let me know. I'm happy to make a video for you. All right? Thank you so much, and namaste.